Our guest tonight indeed won an Oscar for his song Take My Breath Away from the movie Top Gun. Please give it up for Tom Whitlock. Tom! He just said to me, dude, what am I doing here? You're our first Oscar winner. That's what you're doing here.
Wow, thanks.
You even brought it.
He looks good on you.
Thank you. Yes, this is the closest I will get.
You never know.
Did you have aspirations of such things?
No, I just wanted to write some hit songs.
Yeah, which you did. So
maybe.
Also, Danger Zone.
Yeah.
What else? What are some of your other favorites?
I co-wrote the theme for the Olympics in what would that have been, 88?
Yeah?
World Cup in 1990. Those were big in their respective worlds.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of songs and movies.
Yeah.
You don't really want me to go through the whole list.
But
I should pull out the,
But how does this happen? This guy who's from here, right?
Yeah.
And you move out to LA and you don't just say, hey, movie, here's a song for you.
A friend of mine asked me to help him take some stuff out of a studio, and while we were there, the back door slammed, and this character came in the back door dropping some bombs in Italian, and it turned out that was Giorgio Moroder, the guy who had invented Donna Summer and had just won an Academy Award for Flashdance, What a Feeling, and had a big run, and his Ferrari brakes were weird coming down Colorado Canyon, so I asked my friend if he wanted me to fix them. Mm-hmm. So I went out and fixed his car, and about 3 days later, they hired me to hang at their studio and work 100 hours a week at $5 an hour. And 3 years later, I won an Academy Award.
I feel like you kind of yada, yada, yada some things in there. You went from $5 an hour to, how do you then become a writer?
$6 or $7 an hour.
Did someone, did they choose you, or was someone unable to do it?
Well, as I learned how to run all the gear, we were working on Scarface, the Al Pacino movie, and Beverly Hills Cop 1, and tons of movies were coming through. And so I learned the gear, and when everybody went home at midnight or 1 or 2, I'd stay there and write a song.
Yeah.
And one of them, I got caught one morning mixing one, and they put it on a record that it went to number 8 in Germany.
Yeah.
And so that kind of opened the door a little.
They're like, hey, this kid can write.
And then Top Gun came in, and they had 318 songs that didn't work between the record company and the producers of the movie and everybody. And so Giorgio and I went back in another room and wrote Danger Zone.
Yeah.
And in those days, it was a big screen Sony, 1983 or whenever that was, 85, and a cassette machine. And they kept putting cassettes in. Well, they put it up against the carrier scene, and Danger Zone stuck. And I guess it was 3 days later, we went back in another studio and wrote Take My Breath Away. And
but did you write it in the studio?
Yeah, we wrote it in another studio in the complex. There were 3 rooms by then. I also slept on the floor to let the carpenters in to build the studios. Yeah. And so we wrote Take My Breath Away, and I guess it was the next weekend Tony Scott and Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis and the crew reconvened and shot the love scenes. So before that, it was a plane crash movie, little volleyball, little sweaty boys kind of.
Sweaty Boys Playing Volleyball, I think was the original name of it, right?
I think that, it was. It should have been, anyway.
It should have been.
And they might want to do that for the reissue. But,
what would the song have sounded? Could you write a title song for Sweaty Boys Playing Volleyball?
I can write almost anything. Now, whether it'll be good or not is a whole other
do you want to try it right now?
Got an
Sweaty Boys Playing Volleyball.
Look, he's already taken my job.
Sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
No, that was good. They convened and shot the kind of blue gauzy curtains makeout scenes to Take My Breath Away. And I think, as I told you, they do testing all throughout as they're cutting a movie. And early on, without the love scene, the movie was projected to make $80 million. And then as the song and the love scene were added, they projected $480 million. And in the real world, I think it was well over $1 billion.
Yeah.
And not that I got any of that. No. I got $8,000 a song up front, but then the royalties on the back end have been nice.
Yeah.
So I don't need to borrow any money.
Right. Well, clearly I don't have any.
But you have a wealth of talent.
Thank you. Because this is my actual den. I actually sleep here.
Oh, you don't move this home with you?
No, this is my home.
Wow.
This is it. I sleep right there. Yeah. But then you end up winning an Oscar. I mean, certainly you didn't see that coming. I mean, it's just these huge leaps from
I
what you've been
didn't
doing.
even think of that stuff, right?
Right.
I just like songs on the radio.
Yeah.
You know. And strange enough, that year, Kathleen Turner was up, who's from Springfield, and Tess Harper, who went to school here, was nominated. And strange enough, I won.
Yeah.
So, but the party afterwards was the best. I mean, the show itself was like 7 hours, you know, and so it's a little nerve-wracking. I mean, I didn't anticipate winning. I probably should have made a list of who to thank because I forgot some people. But,
right.
Oops.
Now's your chance if you want to.
Nah, I've left all those people behind. Who needs them now? But the party afterwards was at the original Spago above Sunset.
Okay.
And I sat all night with Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
And David Lynch and Isabella Rossellini and Michael Douglas. And anytime I had to take a break or go say hi to somebody, Dennis Hopper hid my Oscar because they made you bring him in. And so that was fun, playing hide and seek with the Oscar. And
that's nice being able to have that story of, hey, did I ever tell you about that time Dennis Hopper was hiding my Oscar?
Yeah. I know, it sounds a little dodgy, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you're staying in it. Do you feel like you need to creatively, or you just
what
like
else
to?
would I do? I can't do anything, you know.
You have
making up songs or executing them is what I like to do.
Yeah. So do you flaunt your Oscar to people?
Well, is he not here tonight?
Right. Whoa. But everyone always says that it's heavy. Like when they get it, they're like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's weighty.
On the show, you'll see him do that.
Yeah. Much more heavy than like my little soccer trophies.
Really?
When I was a kid.
Why didn't you bring one? We could have.
I know. Actually, we were going to bring a fake Oscar, and I was going to drop it. But the fake Oscar didn't materialize.